All right. Welcome, everybody. Thanks so much for joining me. I was just talking for like 20 minutes and went into the chat and realized it wasn't even live. So let's try this again. Sorry about this. YouTube has really changed some things, and honestly, they're making it really hard on me. It's just not accessible, and sorry about this. I know you don't care about this, but sorry. I just really apologize about this. Okay, let's get into it right away, and just want to share with you really quickly what's going on today. I'm getting smacked around. I'm getting a little bruised up here. YouTube's taking it out on me. Man, I'm not liking this. Okay, anyway, let's talk through what happened. So today was kind of an interesting day, and just want to share with you a few different things. As you noticed by the title of this video, sounds like a little bit of a mixed bag. Yeah, it is. So if it feels like I'm all over the place here in this live stream, it's because I will be. I'm going to be talking about multiple different topics here, things that are hitting the wire. Obviously, there's a lot of other things happening as well, but these are some of those that I thought would pertain to you in this community right here. Okay, anyway, let's talk about what officially happened today, what's going on here, and then I'll go through the list again, what I want to share with you. Consistent with the title, I'll do my best to remember how I wrote the title about a half hour ago now, since I've been talking for so long without it being live. Okay, anyway, today, so as you saw in my video earlier today, the new acting commissioner for Social Security, Frank Bisignano, has been confirmed by the Senate and sworn in. So he is the now the new acting commissioner of Social Security. So Leland Dudek, who we've been working with for the last few months here, he's not the acting commissioner anymore, but rather Frank Bisignano is now the new acting commissioner of Social Security. Okay, so it's a done deal. He's there. And as I emphasized in the video earlier today, I just want to say this again really quickly in case you didn't see it. Anytime that we get a change of leadership, and again, fill in the blank, it could be from Social Security, it could be from some small business, a medium-sized business, a huge Fortune 500 business, it literally doesn't matter. Anywhere you get new ideas, new protocol, new just different ways that they manage, right? My point being is that so far this year, we've seen multiple different changes within Social Security. We've seen all kinds of reinstatement of old rules. We've seen all kinds of press releases and information coming out, right? Point being, with the new leadership, Frank B here, taking over as acting commissioner of Social Security, I would not be shocked one bit if we see yet again more changes coming out. So even though this year is still, here we are, a week into May right now, right? And we've seen multiple different announcements coming out. I would not be shocked one bit if we see quite a few more announcements and a lot more press releases and changes coming out of Social Security over the coming days, weeks, and months here, simply because new leadership means new ideas, new agenda, new protocol, just new things that they want to hammer out. So get ready. We're probably going to see quite a few more interesting updates out of Social Security. Now, Social Security also sent out a press release today mentioning all this. I didn't feel the need to make a dedicated video about that because it's just, I talked about it earlier. I'm talking about it again right now really briefly, but this is what it comes down to, okay? So that's number one on the list here. Next, let's just really quickly talk about the Fed announcement that came out today. Now, I'm not going to spend much time on this. I know a lot of you here in the community probably don't care a lot about this, but I do want to mention it just really quickly because if you're in the camp of saying, rooting for a stimulus check, I want a stimulus package, I need money, I need financial assistance, I want a stimulus, stuff like this. If that's your situation, if that's where you are, then this announcement out of the Fed today is probably pretty important. Certainly something we'll want to keep an eye on. Anyway, super fast here. The Federal Reserve met. They wrapped up their two-day FOMC meeting today. They do this every 6 weeks, by the way. And they came out and they held interest rates steady, flat. They did not raise. They did not cut. Did nothing. They just held the rates right where they're at. Point being, interest rates are pretty high, okay? The longer that they keep interest rates high, the more it's going to contract on the economy. As you've heard me say this before in other videos, the more that the economy contracts, the higher the likelihood of stimulus, okay? So as we continue to move forward and no cuts on interest rates, meaning an economy that's going to continue to struggle, right? The more that the economy continues to struggle just simply means the likelihood of stimulus gets greater and greater and greater, because you've heard me say this like 1,000 times before in all the videos over the last 5.5 years. Stimulus is provided, stimulus is sent out based on the health of the overall economy, all right? So anyway, you get it. But my point is that's what it comes down to. Oh, by the way, this is also probably another important point, which is if you are floating a balance, say like on a credit card, or you have an adjustable rate of anything that's a loan or anything like that that has an adjustable interest rate, that's also tied to what the Federal Reserve is doing. So as they hold interest rates high, if you're floating balances on a credit card, right? I am. I think a lot of us are. We continue to see these interest rates very, very elevated, and that just makes it more expensive for all of us. So anyway, just wanted to point that out for you really quickly. Again, it doesn't really affect all of us right now, but at the end of the day, when it comes down to, hey, I want a stimulus, stuff like that, when it comes down to it, we also got to watch the Fed, because whatever they do ultimately impacts the economy, and also like our money, everything like that. It impacts all of us, okay? So, by the way, one last side note on this, which is if the Federal Reserve comes in and they start aggressively cutting interest rates, what that also tells us is they're seeing something very weak within the economy, and they're trying to front run it by getting a bunch of money into the economy by cutting interest rates. So that would also be a bad sign if they came in and cut interest rates aggressively. Okay, anyway, enough on that. Next on the list within the title of this video, this is kind of a funny one, Maha boxes. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. M-A-H-A. How would you pronounce that? Maha boxes. That's that's what I'm going to say. I don't know, because it sounds kind of funny. But anyway, let me know your thoughts, what you think of this. Okay, so right now they're talking about these new Maha boxes for seniors, okay? Let me explain exactly what these are. So right now there's a program that's out there. It's the CSFP. It stands for Commodity Supplemental Food Program. Okay, so Commodity Supplemental Food Program, CSFP, and it sends out food boxes to about 740,000 seniors. Okay, now I'm going to be real with you. I'm not even sure what's in the boxes. I honestly don't even know. A lot of you here in this community could probably educate me on that. As far as what's in the boxes, I'm not really sure, but it sounds to me like it's maybe like fruits and vegetables and staple items like, I think maybe cheese is in the box. I don't know. There's a number of different items. And they deliver these boxes to about 750,000 seniors across the country, about 740,000 seniors, okay? Anyway, this program's been around a very long time. I've talked about it a handful of times over the last, 5.5 years or so. It's been out there for a while. And I know that some of you here in the community take advantage of this program. However, within HHS, Health and Human Services, they're talking about replacing the CSFP Commodity Supplemental Food Program boxes with Maha boxes, okay? You might be thinking, what is a Maha box? Here's what it is. Make America Healthy Again box. This is a real thing. Look it up if you don't believe me. It's really a thing that they're talking about. Anyway, what they want to do is source foods directly from local farmers to put into the boxes, okay? Now, what would that be? Honestly, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what they would source from local farmers. I think it would be a little bit related to the geography of the country. Obviously, somebody located in the east or west or north or south is going to get something different than somebody located in the opposite side of the country. But the point being is that they want to source all of this from local farmers to support local farmers and then put that into the boxes and get it out to the seniors that way. So whatever's currently in the box now, they want to replace it with locally sourced farmed products from local farmers. So anyway, we'll have to keep an eye on that one. Obviously, it's not confirmed yet, but this is something that they're seriously talking about. Again, look it up if you want to read more about it. Maha boxes, Make America Healthy Again boxes to replace the CSFP program. So that's another big one that's out there. Now, this is not on my list within the title of this live stream, but I'm going to throw it out there really quickly anyway, just because I've been doing some reading on this and I've been seeing it out in the headlines a number of times, and I think it's kind of interesting, and it may impact some of you here in this community, which is the Section 8 program. I totally recognize it's not called the Section 8 program anymore. I totally get that. It's the Housing Choice Voucher program. I totally get it, but I think a lot of us recognize it as the Section 8 program. Regardless, they're talking about changing this program in a pretty big way, okay? Now, we have this reconciliation bill coming in just a matter of weeks here. They want to get it done by Memorial Day, by the way. It's not happening. There's no way that's going to happen. It's not. It's way too soon. Memorial Day is, what's the date here? What's today's date? 7, 6, 5, 12, 19, 26. Is it the 26th? Yeah, I think it's the 26th should be Memorial Day. Okay, that's in like 3 weeks. It's not going to be done by then. Not at all. It's going to be, what is that, 2.5 weeks? Is that right? Anyway, it's not going to be done by then. Point being is that it's coming, And within the reconciliation bill, they want to reform and change the Section 8 program in a pretty big way. So I'm not here to scare anybody. And again, I know this is pretty vague information right here, but my point is I've just been reading a little bit about it, and it sounds like they want to change the program pretty big. Okay, so how it could change, that's still up in the air right now. We don't have clear details on all of that quite yet, but let me keep you posted on that. Just kind of be aware if you're waiting on getting a place or being approved for the Housing Choice Voucher Program, otherwise known as Section 8. Just be prepared that that's likely going to be changing. Or if you're currently getting, assistance from that, just recognize as well, probably some changes coming in. So I'll keep you posted as I get more information. Okay, so that's that. And then Social Security was what I also had in the title. I think we kind of talked about this already, which is the confirmation of the new acting commissioner, Frank B. Signano, and Leland Dudek, who's out of there, right? So I would fully anticipate we're likely going to see many, many, many more changes coming out of Social Security, press releases coming out, new adjustments with the new management, the new leadership. So just be prepared. I'll keep you posted with everything we get out right now. Just a lot of things have been happening. It's been a very weird year so far, and a lot more to come. So, okay, let's try this again. I'll go into the chat box now. We'll spend a little bit of time in the chat, see what's going on here. I hope this is working this time. I said that last time, and it wasn't. All right, let's try it. Okay, let's see what's happening. Again, sorry about all this. Really appreciate your support and appreciate your patience with this. Okay, let's see now. Wow, it appears that it's actually working this time. Oh, there we go. It's working. This is great. This is awesome. Okay. Thank you again. Appreciate this. Roger Lauren, is it? Are people on SSDI getting a bonus? No, not right now. Nope, not right now. I hope that helps you, Roger. And again, I just want to say this very clearly, or just quickly, which is, I'm not here to blow smoke. There's plenty of other people here on the tube that do that, and all over on the internet. I'm here to bring it to you straight, and I'm going to bring you honest, accurate, reliable, transparent information every single day in these videos. And sometimes, unfortunately, I have to say things that may not be all that popular. So I'm guessing that Roger here is asking that question because maybe somebody else is saying, well, SSDI is going to get a boost. If that's the case, then unfortunately, no, not right now. Okay, I'll keep you posted on that. James Lara, is it true that they canceled the $5,000 because Elon left Doge? No. That's a really good question, James. No, that's actually not why. Really good question, but no, here's why. Because Doge has only saved like $160 billion. In order to get $5,000, they would need to save $2 trillion. Well, simple math in my head says 2 trillion is the goal, and they're at 160 billion. That's $1.84 trillion short of their goal. They're very far from their goal. They're not even at 10% of the goal yet. So yeah, good question, James. Yeah, Sharon, exactly. It's going to be laid, yep, because Congress will need a week off. Exactly. They always do, right? Yep. Nice. Patsy Olson would say, Patsy Olson loves the Maha box. That's awesome. Yeah, fruits and vegetables in your local area. That's awesome. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Tim Calvin, the government has done nothing for the people. Don't hold your breath, folks, is what Tim is saying. You're right. For the most part, they've done nothing. Which, by the way, let me throw this out there super fast. And who knows, maybe he's making the announcement right now. But did you hear the announcement out of the president? He said this, I think it was yesterday. I could be off by a day, but I think it was yesterday. He said that we're going to be seeing, what was the word he said? Like a earth-shattering, I think was maybe the word. Maybe not. Maybe I saw that in a headline. Anyway, he used some like huge, ridiculous word. But apparently the president here, like today or tomorrow or Friday, is going to be making a huge, huge, huge announcement that we haven't heard of in years. What could that possibly be? I'm not sure. I know one thing we haven't heard about in years, as in that we haven't received in years, right? Can anybody else think what that is? I know what it is. We're all saying the same thing. We're all thinking the same word right now. We don't know what that announcement is yet, but he's certainly teasing it. And there's a lot of people out there that are really jumping on this bandwagon to really speculate. I don't know what it's going to be. It's probably going to be something ridiculous that no one would ever guess. I'm not sure, but apparently he teased this idea yesterday, and apparently we're going to be getting this huge announcement, like massive, like the biggest announcement that we've heard in decades. I don't know. We'll see about that, right? Is it really going to be? We'll see. I don't know. He's really selling it like it's going to be something huge. So again, I'm keeping my eyes open. I got my ears on the ground like a good elephant would, and I'm feeling the vibrations of whatever's coming. Mike Johnson, I see you there. Thanks so much for watching. Nice to see you, Mike Johnson. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. Kay Manning would love a box of fresh vegetables and fruits. Yeah, exactly. By the way, take advantage of that program. I believe I'd have to look into it again. It's been quite a long time since I've looked into this. I think the age cutoff on the CSFP program, I think is 60. I think it's 60. Some of the other programs are 65. I think it might be 60 on the CSFP. And again, I know some of you here in this community could probably educate me on the box. It's been years since I've made a dedicated video talking about it, but I think it's 60 is the age cutoff on that. So again, if you're 60 or over, for sure, look it up in your local area. Yeah. Yeah, Gay Baldwin, good question. You're asking how you can get one of these boxes. By the way, it's still the CSFP, the Commodity Supplemental Food Program right now. So I would just say go on the internet, go to Google, type that word in, and then your location. So let's just say you're located in, I'm just going to make up a location, for example. Let's just say that you're located in Houston, Texas. Again, just making up a location, okay? Let's just say you are in that location. Just go to the internet and just type in CSFP or Commodity Supplemental Food Program, Houston, Texas, and just see what happens. Or again, wherever you're located, just type in your local area. If you live in a smaller town, type in the location of the largest or the nearest large town is what I would say. The largest nearest, or sorry, the largest. No, the nearest, sorry, I'm just like, how do I say this? The nearest big city. Apparently that's hard for me to say. Wow. Hannah, I see you there as well. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. Yeah, you're talking about the Maha box and healthy food options. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. Yep. Thank you, Hannah. Yeah, Linda Proffinger. Hello, Linda. Nice to see you as always. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here, Linda. Is it Arabia? Arabia Williams, I think it is. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Arabia Williams, thanks for being here. Really appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. B is saying, I never got stimulus, and you think you would need a stimulus card? I'm curious what you mean by that. A stimulus card. That's interesting. Yeah, let me know what you could think about that, or what you mean by that. Yeah, Grace Chris is out. It is. Yeah, I see you there. Thanks so much for joining. Really appreciate it. Yeah, you're very welcome. Just want to do what I can to help all you through this right now. I know it's a super weird time. Yep. Yeah, Kathy Griffin, you're very welcome. Thanks for being here, Kathy. Appreciate it. Michael Garrison, I see you there as well. Thank you for joining. Joseph, I see you there as well. Thank you for being here, both of you. Rudy Hockett, I see you there as well. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Sharon, yep, Sharon from Phoenix, I see you there as well. Thank you for sharing. Really appreciate it. Yep. Yeah, Kenny Hutchins, I see you there as well. Thank you for joining. Really appreciate you. Yeah, Shirley Kirby, I see you there as well. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate you. Nancy Wilson, hello. Nice to see you as always. Linda Canteen, I see you there as well. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Yeah, glad that you enjoyed the videos. Thank you for the feedback. Really appreciate that as well. Lisa, I see you there as well. Thank you, Lisa. Karen Kaysen, I think it is. Karen Kaysen. Thanks for the nice message. I really appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you. Just trying to do what I can. Some technical difficulties, right? Yes. Thank you for being here. Yeah. Patsy Olson, again, to see you there. Thank you. Okay. Nice. Joni Filia, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, Joni, thank you for being here. Just really appreciate you. I always see your nice messages on the videos. Yeah, thank you, Joni. Thank you. Really appreciate you. Thank you. Linda, really good question. If they push out boxes, are they going to cut SNAP? I did not see that. I didn't see that specifically. However, some of the information that I was reading today was suggesting that if they send out these new Maha boxes, that these could possibly also be implemented in other sections of food assistance programs. Example being the WIC program, Women, Infant, Children, the SNAP program, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, and there's a couple others as well. But yeah, they did talk about possibly they could implement these into other areas as well. Yeah, let's just see. But yeah, as far as I'm understanding right now, no, it wouldn't cut SNAP yet. But everything's up for grabs, right? It's all fair game at this point. Sharon, good question. Do you know when these Maha boxes will start? I did not see a start date on them. They're floating the idea of replacing the CSFP box with the Maha box, okay? So by the way, the CSFP box is still in play right now. So if you are not signed up for that, just please look it up. Seriously, again, you'd have to look this up. Again, it's been probably a couple years since I made a dedicated video talking about it, but I think the age cutoff, or to be eligible for the CSFP, I think it's 60. So if you're 60 or over, for sure, look into that in your local area, right? These CSFP, Commodity Supplemental Food Program boxes, and going to be replaced with the Maha box. Nice. James McKenzie, I appreciate it. Thanks for being here, James McKenzie. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. Yeah, Larry Enrich. I hope I'm saying your name correctly, Larry Enrich. Yeah, you're talking about 7 Social Security offices being closed, and you're talking about 24 more. Interesting. So there's been a number of different talk about, or articles and headlines and announcements and stuff like this coming out about this. It really depends on where you look. If you listen to the mainstream media, they're saying that 47 offices are closing. If you look at the press releases out of Social Security, they say, no, that didn't happen. So it's kind of really up for grabs here, like what really did happen here. Now, we are hearing that possibly some hearing rooms and maybe some unutilized spaces within larger field offices may be closing, as in you have like a big field office, right? Let's just say it encompasses, I don't know, 10,000 square feet. They may be sectioning off like a couple little hearing rooms or something like that that are no longer being used and closing those. That's my understanding about that, because Social Security continues to say, no, we haven't closed any field offices. They're saying that they're closing these little unutilized hearing spaces and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's just what they're saying. Michael Guinness, I see your comment there. I'm not totally sure what you're meaning by that. You're talking about May and stimulus and things like that. Yeah, I've certainly talked about stimulus for sure. Different indicators that we're looking at, different reports, economic data that's coming out that we're looking at. Yeah, for sure. I'm looking at all of that compared to how all of that predicates the distribution of stimulus. But I also make it very clear in my videos, anytime that I talk about stimulus, I always say, hey, it's not approved yet. Just letting you know what's going on here and what I'm watching about all this. Yep. Yeah, Karen Kaysen, again, if you're talking, you're saying you live in Texas, you never heard of Maha? You're right. It's a new thing. It's a new thing. Okay, so HHS, Health and Human Services, are talking about replacing the CSFP, Commodity Supplemental Food Program boxes that are boxes specifically focused on seniors. They're considering changing those out with Maha, which stands for Make America Healthy Again boxes, which would be locally sourced foods from local farmers that would be going into these boxes instead of what they're currently putting into them. Yeah. Chad is saying, is this your last video of the night? Maybe. I don't know. If something weird comes up, I'll jump on another live stream. So you never know, right? I don't call it a day until I'm sleeping. That's it. I mean, I'm literally, it could be 10:30 at night. If something comes out, I'm jumping on a live stream. Yeah. So, yep. Nice. Kenny Hutchins, I really appreciate the nice message. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Thanks. Appreciate it, Kenny. Yeah, DS says, thank you for all you do. You're very welcome. Thanks, DS, for being here. Appreciate you. Thank you. Richard McDaniel, when do people on SSDI and SSI get a raise? Right now, not quite yet. Okay, not quite yet. In the month of April and in the month of March, about 3.2 million people got huge raises to their benefits, and those will continue. But as far as the rest of the population receiving monthly benefits, not quite yet, okay? As you heard me talk about this morning in the video, they brought back, and again, they're hammering the table on this again, the $200 per month raise, okay? They want to implement this, and again, check out the video from this morning. I had all the details of it. I popped up an article on the screen so you could read it along and kind of follow along and see the details of that. But just watch the video from this morning on that, and I talked about all the details, but they came back with the Social Security Emergency Inflation Relief Act. That's what it's called. Look it up if you want to. Again, Social Security Emergency Inflation Relief Act. And what that would be is a temporary $200 per month raise for basically all beneficiaries through the rest of the year is what they're talking about with that. So, yeah, details in this morning's video. Yeah, Rose, I see you there, Rose. Thanks for joining, Rose. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. Yes, D Mel, you're very welcome. Thanks for being here, D Mel. Yeah, you're very welcome, and hope this is helpful. Thank you. Elizabeth Guthrie, I think you said in one of the Carolinas? North Carolina. Elizabeth Guthrie, hello, waving your hands all around. I see that. Awesome. From North Carolina. That's awesome. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Sorry, Chad, I'm not sure how to pronounce your last name. Scantlin, maybe? Sorry, Chad Scantlin. I could be saying your last name incorrectly, Chad. Sorry about that. Is there anything in the works for SSDI? Not right now. Not in the moment, except for the $200 per month raise, again, that I just mentioned. Check out the video from this morning if you didn't see that yet. I talked about all the details there and hammered it all out for you. I gave you every last detail about it there. But nothing as of yet other than that they're pounding the table on and talking about. But again, that's not even approved yet either. So, yeah. Yeah, Roger Lauren, you're very welcome. Thank you, Roger. Really appreciate it. Yeah, you're very welcome. Thanks, Roger. So I'm not sure how to pronounce this name. It's God's something 300. Again, I'm sorry about that. God's something 300. Yeah, you're very welcome. Thanks for the very nice message. I really appreciate that. Yeah, thank you for being here. Appreciate you as well. Okay. Let's leave it at that for now. Okay. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. I will keep you posted on all of this. I just want to give you a quick little recap of what happened today. This is just some of it, by the way. There's a whole lot more, but just kind of wanted to come on here in a mixed bag video, live stream, and give you the details. So let's leave it at that for now. And I'm going to certainly come back in dedicated videos and in live streams, however I see fit. But again, sorry for the technical difficulties here in this live stream as well. Man, I think I might actually get this down here one of these days. And if YouTube would stop changing things on me, it's tough. Okay, anyway, please have a nice evening. If anything else comes up that's urgent, that's breaking, that I need to talk about right away, obviously I'll jump on a video, I'll jump on the live stream, whatever I have to do. Otherwise, stay tuned. We've got some more things coming out, and I'll certainly keep you posted on all of that. Otherwise, please just enjoy your day. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate all of you. Stay cool out there. Some hot places around the country right now. Anyway, please stay cool, and I'll keep you posted on that. Anyway, enjoy. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate all of you. Oh, by the way, if you haven't done so, please consider subscribing. It's 100% free if you have not done so yet. If you don't want to, totally cool. Doesn't mind. I don't mind. Just I appreciate your support. Thanks for being here. Okay, let's leave it at that. All right, enjoy, and I'll see you again later. All right, let's see if this changed now too. How to turn this off? Ugh, low battery. Oh man, come on. How do I turn this off? Low battery. Okay, got it. Now what?
Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Heading.
I do. I'm all sweaty. I'm really struggling. Okay.